Hi, I'm Bareither and I'm an environmental engineer. I'm originally from Palos Park, Illinois, which is a southwest suburb of Chicago, and I currently reside in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I work for Natural Resource Technology, which is an environmental consulting firm in the area. So where do I start? I think I start with my grandfather. My grandfather was a professor down at University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and he taught HVAC. Ever since I can remember, I truly admired his character and his attention to detail. Two of my brothers also went into engineering, and I ended up following one of my brothers to Michigan Technological University up in Houghton, Michigan. I started there in 2003, and I graduated with my bachelor's in environmental engineering in 2007. So after graduating college, I started working for Natural Resource Technology. I started off as a field engineer and oversaw multiple environmental remediation projects throughout the Midwest. It was late in 2009 that I was given an opportunity to go oversee a large-scale deep soil mixing project in Florida. And unfortunately, in January of 2010, I faced a very challenging time in my life. I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma and underwent chemotherapy for the next 6 months. Following chemotherapy, I returned to work, and I felt that I was given a second chance at life and wanted to make the best of it. And here's where I want to tell you a little bit about that story. So following my chemotherapy treatments, I felt very motivated to take on new challenging projects, and I also wanted to give back as much as I possibly could. I decided to join Imerman Angels, which is a nonprofit organization based out of Chicago. Imerman Angels provides one-on-one cancer support, pairing up survivors with those undergoing cancer treatments. Since joining this organization, I have had the privilege of helping 2 other individuals through their battle with cancer, answering as many of their questions and concerns as I could along the way. I also became my company's team captain for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night Walk, which is held annually across the nation, with the local walk taking place at Veterans Park here in Milwaukee. Our corporate team at Natural Resource Technology has grown each year and has been able to raise over $23,000 for the society. This past year, I also joined the logistics committee to help plan the walk, and will be helping again with the planning this year. This is also the time when I started my involvement with M.ASCE. After joining M.ASCE, I became very involved with the society and was elected treasurer of the Southeast Wisconsin branch's Young Member Group in 2013. The following year, I was elected president of the Young Member Group, and I'm currently serving my second term as president. During my time with M.ASCE, I have been given the opportunity to do some amazing things. I was able to be an intricate part of the Young Member Group's STEM Expo, which is a large exposition held annually that provides interactive activities relating to science, technology, engineering, and math for students K through 12. I have also helped plan and attend many of our social, professional, and outreach activities, which are being illustrated on the screen. I've really enjoyed my experiences with M.ASCE over the past few years, and I'm excited for the opportunities in the years to come. I wanted to finish up by talking a little bit more about my project work. This is Natural Resource Technology's warehouse, and this is really where all of our projects begin. NRT has a ton of sampling equipment at its disposal, as you can see. During my time as an environmental consultant, I've had the opportunity to travel all over the Midwest to investigate contaminated properties to determine the extent and magnitude of that contamination, and then of course remediating those properties. My project work has taken me to Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, Florida as I mentioned before, and of course right here in Wisconsin. I truly love going into the field, and it's definitely a perk of the profession. One of the most challenging parts of my job is working between the contractor, the client, and the agency. Trying to find common ground and finish a project on time, within budget, and above expectations for the regulatory agency is a really tough thing to do. But I truly love working with people and trying to get a job done right with as little problems as possible. One of my favorite jobs was a deep soil mixing project down in Racine, Wisconsin. During the first phase of the project, I worked as a field engineer, but then was able to take on the role as lead field engineer for the second phase. There were many interesting aspects of the job, including a demolition phase, a deep soil mixing phase, and then there was also a part where we removed structures from an old power plant that were actually put into place over 100 years ago. It was a really interesting job, and I really hope that I can work on more projects like that in the future. Lastly, I just wanted to say thank you to my family and to all those that have helped me progress through my professional career, especially NRT and my friend Ken Micah, who nominated me for the New Faces program. And with that, I'm done.